Today is Thursday, June 5th, and this is the Wake Up Call from WUSF. I'm Sky LeBron. Today, we take a look at some of the music events happening in the Greater Tampa Bay Region this weekend, with shows that'll hit a lot of different tastes, and some events you can check out tonight if you have some time to kill. But let's start off with the news headlines, shall we? The Hillsborough County School Superintendent was on the hot seat Wednesday at the State Board of Education meeting. The board pulled no punches and questioned Van Ayers about media specialists. They're the ones who decide which books are banned at school libraries. Here's board member Kelly Garcia.
Have you considered firing all your media specialists and starting from scratch with women and men who can read?
Ayers defended his media specialist team and the extra hours they're putting in.
We are utilizing our media specialists over the summer. We're giving them a stipend. When that school year starts, I want to be assured that there is absolutely zero inappropriate material in our libraries.
And he says from the 600 recommended books to review, his team flagged another 57 they want to check out and see if they're cool for kids to read. If you live in Tampa and your water starts to taste weird next week, you're not tripping. Between the 9th and the 30th this month, Tampa Water is changing its water disinfection chemicals so it could taste or smell a little more like chlorine. Delicious, right? If you run your faucet a couple minutes or let the water sit in a pitcher for a few hours, it should help that taste die down. Officials just want to remind you that if you lose your job because of a major hurricane, you can apply for disaster unemployment assistance. That's if FEMA declared a disaster in your county. The Florida Department of Commerce handles the process. Just make sure you have the proper documents ready, like your social security card and proof of employment if that happens. Hopefully it doesn't, though. And speaking of hurricanes, AI is, of course, becoming a bigger resource for predicting these storms. Here's Naveed Talvideri, a coastal engineering expert at Florida International University.
AI is trained by data. So if data does not include many intense events, many extreme events, the prediction at those extremes will be lacking, will be erroneous.
But he says AI is still years away from being used to make accurate predictions for extreme storms. I'm here with Warren Buckles of Jazz at WUSF. Each week, Warren is going to give us some music roundup, some events and concerts going on into the weekend. Warren, what's going on this week?
We got some great events this weekend. Friday, June 6th at 8 p.m., we have Bass Oasis.
Ooh, I like the way you say that. Say it again.
Bass Oasis.
That sounds good.
At Janus Live in St. Petersburg. This is a free event. This is an EDM group from Boston. So it should be a good time, good DJ, good sound.
Hopefully the weather holds up.
Yeah, that's a big factor. Saturday, June 7th at 6:30 p.m., we have Old Dominion at the Baker Sound in Clearwater. This is one of mainstream country's hottest groups. This is a ticketed event. General admission does vary.
They have some big-time hits. Written in the Sand, One Man Band. Those are the types of songs you play in your truck after you just went through a hard breakup. And yeah, I've definitely had a couple of those playing, blasting out the... I don't have a truck, but if I did, I would be blasting it out my truck.
Me either. I don't have a truck either, but I do have a dog, and he always accompanies me in the passenger seat.
Yeah, so sing it to your dog.
Sunday, June 8th at 2 p.m., Grand Central Brewhouse in St. Petersburg, we do have Josh's Jazz Trio. They mix classic jazz with some tasteful improvisation.
And taste it. It's going to be at a beer garden, so
Yes.
That makes it even cooler.
And it's a free event. And then finally, Sunday, June 8th at 6:30 p.m., we have Stick and Diddy.
Diddy with two T's. Important to denote that.
Definitely. This is at the Independent in Tampa. This is a free event. They were voted Best Jam Band by Creative Loafing's Best of the Bay.
Yeah, and they kind of mix a bunch of different genres. You got the fusion of rock, pretty much everything that you could think of rap they put in there. So it's a nice, cool local sound. Thanks, Warren. I really appreciate this.
Of course. Always happy to be here.
If you're looking to scratch that music itch tonight and you're in Pasco County, Banjo Steve is going to be playing at Bourbon on Main in Newport Richey. He's a local guy, and this dude can play, trust me. He has some pretty funny songs, too. He even plays electric banjo. Where else are you going to get that? The Tampa Tap Festival is now in full swing. It started yesterday but lasts until the 9th with classes you could take to learn the art of tap dancing. It's something you could bust out at the next party you go to. Picture this. The circle opens up and you're tapping to some Morgan Wallen, some Kendrick Lamar. People won't forget that, I can tell you. And Pride Month is getting going in the Greater Tampa Bay region. Dunedin Pride has its art show and drag queen bowling today with some more events on Friday. And also tonight, there's Cocktail's annual Big Gay Market supporting local LGBTQ+ artists and creators. It's in St. Pete's Grand Central District. You could also get some 2-for-1 cocktails while you're at the market, so there's really no beating that. But that's today's wake-up call from WUSF. I'm Sky LeBron. Hope your Thursday is sick, but in the best possible way. Back with you tomorrow. Check out Friday's wake-up call. It'll be right there for you at 7 o'clock.